Welcome back, all my rockstars, to another episode here on PokeFind Podcast. So we've got a few comments for you guys today, and a couple series to talk about. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So to start off, we're gonna go ahead and talk about the current series going on with the next series of Minecraft and modded Minecraft, referring to the fact that as this goes out, this should be after the end of Crazy Craft. Yes, sadly, Crazy Craft did end. Now, it should be going out, this video, on March 2nd, which means it is after the finale of Crazy Craft. If you haven't already watched it, make sure you go check it out. It is episode number 25. It went up on February 28th, the King Battle finale. So, a few things that I've talked about before in a previous podcast and at the end of that episode as well was the single fact that I ended Crazy Craft earlier than I really wanted to, and the reason for that fact is because this is the second time I've had the world crash on me, and it's sad, but it's kind of hard to do with my PC. My PC is about 6 or 7 years old, and some things just don't work very well on it. Crazy Craft has always worked pretty well, but some things kind of go overboard with it. I had been able to fight the king beforehand, but for this time, for some reason, it was super laggy during about halfway through the battle, and then he kept just knocking me farther and farther away, to the point where it was loading so many chunks and the game crashed. And I tried to recover the world, and I couldn't load the world back up. I couldn't get the files saved and transferred over, and since we had already had something similar happen to this in the slime pet hunting episode, I didn't want to do the entire, oh, let me just load everything back in Crazy Craft Creative all over again. So I could have done that, but I really didn't want to. I thought that it was a good ending point. Yes, we were able to fight the king. We got most of the main things that we wanted to do. I didn't get to create as many superheroes I wanted, but I got a lot of the modded armors. I did a lot of the adventures I wanted to do. And I didn't get to explore the Doctor Who mod as much as I wanted to, because I had planned that in the future episodes, and it really sucks. But I thank you guys all so much for the support on the series, and I hope you understand why I decided to end it, especially Twilight Skies, because I know you've been absolutely loving and been watching the series ever since you found the channel, so I hope you understand, and I'm so glad that you were able to enjoy the series, and I hope you're going to enjoy this next series. Now, the next series to replace it is going to take place on the same upload days as Crazy Craft, so that will come out on March 3rd for the very first episode. Now, I'm not going to tell you what that series is, but I am super excited for that series. It's another modded series, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's another one where we have more control over when we get to end it, kind of like Crazy Craft, but this one I know we're not going to have nearly as many laggy or modded clash issues that like we did with Crazy Craft. So it's going to be very good, and I'm super excited for this series, and I've already recorded quite a few episodes for it, and I've been loving it so far, so I hope you guys enjoy it as well. On top of that, don't think that's the end of Crazy Craft. Eventually we can bring back Crazy Craft. Crazy Craft is one of those things that it always kind of comes back into action after a good break, so it might be a while before we ever have it again, but we could also, once I'm able to get a new computer, I could run Crazy Craft 4, maybe Insane Craft once they release the mod pack to the open, because right now it is privatized towards certain YouTubers, and obviously I'm not one of them, so it kind of sucks. But I mean, I don't think my computer could run Insane Craft anyways, considering I can't run Crazy Craft 4, but that's all things for the future. Outside of that, I'm just super excited for all the new series we've coming out, for all the subscribers and the support we've gained. We're so close to 500 unlocks that community tab for us, and then I can be more interactive with you guys. So we could also be talking about new series and whatnot on there, and have votes and stuff, so you guys could know the series and have more info put about what you guys want to see. But that's all for future related content. So let's go ahead and get into the main point of this podcast, is us to read your guys' comments. So to go ahead and start off, we have Omnipotent on today's episode of the podcast, episode 37. You must be quite far forward with videos, because the footage has Jack Frost and the old Minecraft skin. Yes, Omnipotent. So I am about 2 weeks, so if I look at my videos, I've currently got 13 videos recorded that have been uploaded, and I'm working to get around 15 to 20, so I'm in preparation for my trip to PAX East. Well, I will hopefully also be able to do mobile live streams, but I mean, at the same time, it depends on internet connection, device quality, and if you guys are going to be able to hear me or not when I have the mask on, because it is a required feature for PAX East because of COVID-19, which really sucks, but it's kind of a part of it, and I still want to go. So yes, you have to remember, with PokeFind Podcast, it's all EV training Pokemon, so like a lot of the future episodes for a while will probably be EV training my Gliscor up and making sure he's up prepared, or level training these guys. It is so you guys can see the EV training that I do in the background that I don't show you in the regular episodes, and it's so you guys have something to watch So it's always older footage that has been sitting on my computer. I have hours upon hours of this footage just sitting and waiting to be used for any time I need to load up and do a voiceover for PokeFind podcast. So thank you for the comment, my dude. Next we have Twilight Sky said, wow, this is an epic episode, double heart emoji. World Guardian, Minecraft, Crazy Craft. That was a fun episode. Thank you so much for the comment, and you have been one of the biggest supports of Crazy Craft, so I'm so sorry that it ended at the point it did, because I know you were really enjoying it, but don't worry, it will some point down the line probably come back. There's no reason not to, especially because there's so much more to explore. Next, we also have Twilight Skies with, wow, your armor and sword collection is looking bad. A word I cannot say. I appreciate your enthusiasm, I just can't say that word because it is a PG channel, with another heart emoji. That was on the Nightmare Dimension episode of Crazy Craft. Next, we have up Mini Fuego. It's been a bit since I've seen you, my dude. He said, love the series, keep it up, good work. And that was on the Why NPCs So Dumb of the Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Nuzlocke, a fantastic series that you guys should definitely check out if you haven't already. I'm loving it so far, and right now we're rocking a massive 0 deaths. I know that's a bit of a spoiler, but we aren't too far into it yet, so it's not really there, but I'm absolutely loving it. Next we have Potato. He said, what, when I saw this video I thought you had 1 million subs. Keep up the content and you're really underrated. That was on the Insane Pandora Boxes episode 23 of Crazy Craft. I'm so glad you said that. I don't think I deserve 1 million subs at the moment. I'm working towards it, and I think it's obviously it takes time, and I'm not quite to that point where I think obviously I deserve it or whatnot, but I'm happy with where I am, happy with the growth I am. I'm so grateful for that comment though, because you're someone I haven't really seen comment before, and telling me that I am underrated and whatnot, it shows the quality of appreciation that you guys have for the videos, and the fact that I've really stepped up the quality of my videos itself, and I really am happy to see that. And to think that when you first watched the video you thought I had 1 million subs, that's kind of insane. I don't know if that's a little exaggerated, but I do really appreciate the comment, my dude. Next we have Omnipotence. He said, finishing the Pokedex is pretty hard ever since you have to get all of the legendaries. If you need help with that, let me know. We've discussed that on Discord as well in other PokeFind podcasts or PokeFind episodes, so you kind of know the situation about that. Thank you for the comment, my dude. Next we have Twilight Skies again. It said, oh my god, that ending was so stressful. The king is so dang OP. This was an awesome episode from Running from the King, episode 8 of Crazy Craft. So glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the comment. But here she is again with another one. Said, I'm loving this series so much, and that was the previous episode with the clear crystal chest to make our lives easier for storage. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're enjoying the series, and I'm so sorry it ended so early. I hope you understand why, and it's always a possibility to bring back. Next, we have Omnipotence. Once again, he said, if you want to beat this, I'd recommend getting 6 Gengars with Destiny Bond, any level, and Focus Sashes, since the battle seems to be taking quite a long time. That was on the finale of Season 2 of PokeFind. Yes, I could do that, but I want to beat it with the proper way, and I know that's kind of a cheap way to do it, but I know that it's kind of an up and down situation. At the same time, I think we just need a little bit of better RNG and maybe different items on some of our Pokemon. Otherwise, I think we can do it. I just needed a break from the series, and I think it was time to move on to a different series from that, because it was nearly 60 episodes long. Thank you for the comment. Next we have IX Ghouls. He said, I love your videos on Pokesaga, make a series on it. And that was on the 1100 days in Pixelmon. I understand that you do want a series on it. I've thought about that, but just because we've gone so far into it with the 100 days and 1000 days into that section of the server, I don't know how I would launch a series into that. It is a possibility. We could just pick up from where we are. I don't know where I would also fit that in, because I have PokeFind, usually my main Pixelmon type of content. It is a possibility at some point. You never really know what happens with the channel, so it is on the back burner for an idea, so I do appreciate your comment. Next we have BoysNet. Yay, more PokeFind. Yes, that was on the Pokedex completion. There's always more PokeFind. That's one of the reasons I started the Pokedex completion, was so I can always have a little bit of PokeFind content in there for you guys. Next we have Pokemon Fan. Said, I understand but enjoyed the concept of your Torterra only one as well. That was for replying to me on my Piplup only Nuzlocke for Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Yeah, for some reason, guys, that audio, that video file had completely corrupted for the second half. I'm not really sure what happened. When I loaded and uploaded the video, everything seemed to be fine, but I no longer had the video files to be able to correct the video and re-upload it, so I did just leave it as it was. I do apologize for that, and I'm going to let you guys know I do plan on continuing that video from where we were supposed to be, but as a no longer Nuzlocke form, just so we can see what would happen even if it wasn't a Nuzlocke and see if it's a possibility. And I hope you guys understand and will enjoy that video. Next, we have Soulless for our final comment today. He said, hey, I loved your video. Keep up the good work. Can't wait to see more. I also just uploaded too. That was on the Cloud Pet episode of Crazy Craft. I'm so glad you love my content and you think I'm doing a great job. I'm doing my best to provide the best content I can for you guys. I'm so glad you're excited for more of it. And he said he also uploaded. I'm so happy for you. If you're uploading, that's absolutely fantastic, especially if that's something you want to do. Go for it, my dude. Make sure you're staying consistent and you're enjoying what you do. Those are the best advice that I can give you, especially that's advice I got from bigger YouTubers myself when I asked for advice. So anyways, that's all I have for it to cover today, and I hope you guys all did enjoy this episode of PokeFind Podcast. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you guys all did, and I'll see you all later, Rockstars. Peace.